months and a half almost now. Uh, I got here in July 25, and a month later I was turning 45. And a day before my birthday, I literally finished paying off my very first living house. This was my fifth house that I had bought, but it was the first one that actually was with electricity, water, livable, all this. So, and it turned out that wasn't so great for the too much work for my leg to climb up. But if you are a fit person and younger than me, this might be the best place for you. So here's the deal. I have been sharing, it's been 6 weeks I've been trying to sell this, and I've been sharing it on Facebook Marketplace and a few, maybe about a dozen of other sites around here in Medellin, Colombia. This is the view of the window, the first bed. You can definitely turn this place into, a hostel or an apartment for rent or R&B or whatever you want. You can call it a cabin or whatever. This was my first intention when I started. Of course, you have to know that you can only stay here 6 months at a time, but every January, the clock reset. That means if you come at the half end of a year, let's say like June or July, you stay all the way to the end, you can leave for 2 weeks, you can come back, you get another 6 months. But of course, this time, if you don't have it interrupted 6 months, then you will have to leave and then can come back in January. So this is something you need to know. Unless you have residency, then it will be much easier for you. So I have put in a few $100 into painting and fixing this place, but I only bought it for $6,200. Water is free, the electricity is included, the fridge, all the furniture. So you are only about 2 kilometers from town, and you less than nightclubs, bars, and a lot of shops. And you are literally just about 500 meters from the UVA Armenia Park, and not that far from the Mingo cable line, which a lot of people use to commute to work. So it's a hoven in there, but it's something you want to do. It's the same price as taking the bus, as $1 or less, 75 cents, I believe. And you can go on a cable and go from all the way to the bottom to the top. So round trip's about 35 minutes, 40 minutes. It's kind of cool, actually. I've done it. You have the botanical garden. It's down about a kilometer. It costs you $1 by Uber. So let's say you were living in somewhere, maybe in another part of Latin America country, and you want another home. Okay, so I bought it 6,200, put a few hundred in it, and I'm only asking about 5,400. So if you weren't able to come to Colombia now, you could still own it right away, literally. And then whenever you'll come, then that's when we'll arrange for me to come. We meet, we do the deed together, and then I give you the key and all this. So no pressure. So think about it. 5,400 is not a lot of money, because just this fridge alone, which is very big and powerful, new is about $1,000 here, but used there maybe $300-400. So this is included. You get 3 big beds. You got a bed in there, and you got a bed, 2 beds here. And you have a big mattress in this room. All the shelves were built. They put the wood frames, they put the lighting in here, they put all the plugs. There's a light in the front, outside, light in the backyard. You have a pretty strong door. You have another window over here. So if you know anyone that's desperately looking for a place that they could just go there and they never have to pay rent for the rest of their life, not even having to pay electricity or water, then if you could stay here 6 months out of a year, then you just buy it cash and done deal, And the taxes are like $30 a year, and you just go down to the city, the I think it's a kilometer or two, and you pay, and that's it. Literally, you offer, you don't have to worry about that. So you come in, you have that window over here, you have a shelf, you have these two beds and the fridge stand right there. You have, this is pretty used, but at least it was made of red wood, the floor. Um, then you have this, so we already incorporated this thing here. So this is already anything to do with stairs, and you just turn it, and it just really quick, really fast. So yeah, think about it. Maybe your family, maybe some of your friends, maybe for yourself, maybe you're retiring and you want to go. But remember, you got to be fit because it's up here, and you do have to be able to do at least 500 meter where there's two stairs to climb and then another here. So if you have to bring grocery and stuff, but you can come with motos, and there's only one last hill to do. And if you don't want to do that, that's what I do. I take the moto as high as up as I can usually. Hey, Genesis, Bernard, and Nuya. I'm sorry, it's so small on my phone, I can't really see. So we in Medellin, Colombia, and I'm selling this house for 5,400 and include the 3 beds and the fridge and the stove. And the water, electricity is free, and yeah, taxes are about $30 a year, and that's it. And notary paperwork, I do have a deed, it's on my name, and I bought this about 2 months ago in August. So literally, you go to any notary in Medellin, you bring your passport. You do not have to be a citizen or resident. You can, any U.S. citizen or European can stay up to 6 months out of a year, but every January it resets. So you can end up being here fast. I mean, come back sooner than you can. But there's also exception for a nomad worker and student nomad, and other people who have business that they can apply for something that can give them up to 2 years or 3 years at a time, things like this. So then you don't have to worry too much. And the water is clean and pure and drinkable, not like Mexico here, so at least that's a good thing. So you can just refill water from you, and never, never have to worry about carrying it around. So yeah, I think if you know anyone, then reach out to me. So yeah, we go to the notary with your passport, and then you pay me. If you're from the US, you can do a bank transfer, it will be easy. Otherwise, Western Union or Venmo or whatever is easier for you, cash. And basically, just, if you worry about the payment, you do is that you pay literally just before right in front of the notary. And the notary person will not add over contract or anything to be made unless the transaction of payment has been done anyway. So once you're done with that, then we both sign, they take a picture, and that's it. You paid about $35 in cash, and then you get your deed immediately. It's very quick. You don't need to make an appointment, and it's open every day, Monday to Friday, till 5 p.m. So you can go there anytime, do that. Hey, I appreciate you always come here, and anybody who's been here before, thanks for coming back. So that's the main thing, is the view is amazing, really, right here. It's too dark right now, so you can't see outside, but there's a small garden. It just grew some plants out there. And so you have a side with a little space, so you could put a few chairs outside to lay down on the side of the house. And there's the house next door. It's was made of strong bricks, so that gives you a strong side. and then the back is mainly rocks, just little path. And they used to have a chicken proof, chicken box there, so they're still there. So I wanted to have rabbits or chicken, you can always use that. This is a pretty good bed right here. This one is decent. This light flashes at night, but it works during the day. There is a light outside. So this, you can tell this is a bigger mattress here. We put shelves. So yeah, it's available. So if you want, you can go to Facebook Marketplace, look for the house for sale, and you'll be able to find this house. It's blue on the outside, and you might be able to recognize it. If not, comment below, and we can try to exchange contact, and then you can message me, ask me for more information. And they used to use these lines to dry their clothes up here too, but it does get pretty hot outside. So you can wash your clothes and then dry them in the garden, and the next morning it's dry. So this is what's worth it about the house, the fridge, the beds, the view. Definitely. Surtout for the price, of course. Well, anybody wants me to go outside? Hey, Kaylin. Bye. ¿Qué es eso? Oh. Es, soy Vanessa. Soy americana y Francia. Todo está bien. ¿Cómo está? I'm gonna go open outside. Es así. C'est la verdad. Es magnificent. Muy linda. Yeah, this is in construction, so there's no one here. This will be your view if you decide to buy this. And I'm willing to make an exception if somebody doesn't have the 5,400, and let's say you have at least 3,500 and wants to pay me the rest later, that's fine. You won't get the deed, but I'll give you the key. You'll be able to use the house, but at least need the 3,500 and then give me the rest after. So it's a blue house and a white door with looking for it on the marketplace. All right. Okay, guys. Yeah, go and share if you know anybody. And if you don't know where Medellin is, look it up in the map. It's pretty up the border of not too far from El Salvador, but even Mexico. No, Mexico is a little further, but it's a second biggest city here, but it's nothing like Bogota. Like people are saying Bogota, it's really bad. Like here, there's a lot of places, and you can just drive 10 kilometers out of the city, and there's a lot of countryside, and so there's a lot of place with no house, anything. But if you like the city, there's anything you need here. All right, I'm gonna shut that down now. Oh, hope everybody had a good Halloween. It's cool. I remember they put these shelves so I could put my plates up here. I've been enjoying the old-fashioned life here with the candles and the incense. Brings you back to your roots when you were born I was born in 1980. So yeah, grew up with just Minitels and not even cell phone until I was 15. So typewriter was the first thing I had as close to a computer back then. All right, have a good night.